Going in depth right now, officials in Baltimore now say they've recovered a truck with two bodies inside there in the water in wake of yesterday's bridge collapse. Now, the discovery comes after the remaining 6 missing people were presumed dead last night. And while the loss is tragic, many believe it could have been much worse. So now we're going to continue to look more into the actions of the pilot on the cargo ship that collided with that bridge. And for more on that, we sat down with Dr. Kolb with the Furman University Sociology Department. Dr. Kolb, thank you so much for joining us. I think now that we're a day removed from this catastrophe in Baltimore, this bridge collapsing, what are you seeing in regards of the pilot and their actions leading up to this?
Well, I think one missing part of the conversation about this is the role that the pilots played and the importance they play, not just in this port, but in American ports across the country. So just to remind everyone that foreign flag vessels with foreign crews engaging in international trade, as soon as they enter into U.S. waters and they're about to enter into a port area, they have to take on an American pilot. These pilots have local knowledge of local waterways because they can be tricky. There's different currents and different depths. And so in this instance, the pilot had boarded the ship from the dock, and as they were leaving, as soon as they recognized that there was a power outage, communicated to the pilot's dispatch in the local area. That dispatch then was able to communicate into local authorities to shut down traffic on that bridge, which is why you saw much fewer car traffic and truck traffic over that bridge right before it was struck. Those kinds of connections and local networks are really important because it's not just the hydrological problem of trying to figure out how to navigate waterways. It's the personal and interactional issues of who to call, when to call, and how to get action done as fast as possible. And so local pilots and local knowledge are really sort of the backbone of safety in these local harbors that possibly mitigated some of the worst potential aspects of this disaster.
So I think moving forward now, do you think something will change or maybe something be more enhanced with the job of the pilot? Or do you think maybe this will be a way to reinforce the process that's already in place?
Well, I mean, in many cases, to increase the effectiveness of pilotage and their ability to help ships. So in a lot of cases, for really sensitive cargo, like cruise ships, for example, there's nothing more sensitive than having thousands of souls on board. Then they might bring on 2 pilots or even 3 pilots to assist that. Pilots have the ability to communicate with local tug crews that can assist the ship as they're entering and leaving the channel. But you got to remember, these foreign crews are accustomed to sailing on open waters with no other ships within a 5-10 mile radius. They are not suited to handle the nimble conditions of a small waterway like a harbor or a port. So they really do need that local knowledge. But it just really is important for people to realize that although these ships may be coming in from all over the world, once the pilot boards the ship and develops that relationship with the ship's captain or the ship's master, there's a collaborative relationship there. Again, it can't overcome catastrophic failures in electrical systems or engine systems, but it is a really important safety feature that people should understand.
All right, good insight in regards to what exactly happened there on board that ship and the relationship there between the pilot and those captains. So, Dr. Kolb, thank you so much.
Okay.